Hello everyone, welcome to ViTech Talks. In this lecture, we are going to talk about Azure Cosmos integration. Okay, so how to integrate with the MuleSoft. So that is what we are going to talk about. But before going to start with the integration, so we need to know few details about Azure Cosmos. So what is Azure Cosmos here? Let me write few points. It is fully managed. It is fully managed NoSQL database. NoSQL database. See, it is one of the NoSQL database. I'll tell you what is NoSQL and SQL. Let me write a few more points. So for this one, it will give you a response time. Okay. So there will be a response time. It will be in a single digit. So always I'll write Azure Cosmos DB offers single digit millisecond. Single digit millisecond response time. Okay. Next. So for this one, it's not required any hardware. Okay. It's like cost effective, and serverless because it's already in Azure. Okay. It's already working with cloud platform. Okay. So there is no hardware and softwares required. And so it will be provide, okay, the response time we have already written, okay. Automatic and instance scalability along with the guarantee results or guarantee speed. Okay, there are many points, okay. Guaranteed speed at any scale. Okay, these are the few points, okay, which I have written. So there are many things. So if you want to go through, so what is Azure Cosmos? Okay, we do have tutorial also like Azure Cosmos. So here you will get the documentation. Okay, here you will get the documentation. Azure Cosmos documentation. So if you want to read out, okay, if you want to read out, or if you want to learn more thing about this one, okay, you can go through this. Anyway, I'll give you this one in the description link also. Okay. See, it will support Azure Cosmos DB will support NoSQL, and also for MongoDB also it is available. Apache Cassandra is there. Okay. Apache Gremlin is there. DB for tables, Postgres. Okay. There are many things. I'll show you. Okay. What are these options? But today we are going to talk about this one. Okay. How to create the database and how to create the containers and how to integrate with the MuleSoft. See, it is very powerful. Okay. It is one of the powerful DB nowadays, which we are using in our industries, IT industry. Okay, it is fully managed with NoSQL database, and Azure Cosmos DB offers single digit millisecond. Okay, the response time is very less. Okay, so if you want to query something, then it will give you the results within a fraction of milliseconds. Okay, it's also cost effective and serverless communication, uh, and automatic and instant scalability, along with the guarantee speed at any scale. Okay, so these are the few points about Azure Cosmos. Now, what is NoSQL here? See, most of the people you may aware of NoSQL, but anyway, I'm going to tell you here. So what is SQL and NoSQL? Okay. So first we'll talk about SQL. SQL is nothing but structured query language. Okay. So how it works? See, you know about MySQL or Oracle. Okay. MySQL, Oracle, DB2. Okay. These are all SQL related things. Okay. Here, the data is going to store it in a columns and rows. Suppose you can assume how many columns available here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 columns will be there. Okay. There are some rows. Okay. Rows you can insert any, but if you want to create a table, so you need to perform with create table, table name, column names. Okay. So those kind of things you have to provide, like what is the data type, and either it is a int or varchar, those kind of things. So later on, suppose there is a customer data you are storing here. There is a customer data. So customer is having ID, name, phone number, address. Okay. Phone number and address, email ID, email ID. Suppose. So how many fields it is available? Okay. There are 5 fields or 5 columns. Okay. Now later on, there is a requirement. So you need to include 3 more columns, 3 more columns. So the address itself, I want address line 1, address line 2, city, state, and zip. So what you need to do again, you need to expand. Again, you need to expand your tables. Again, you need to expand based on the requirement. Again, you have to alter the table and you have to do so many operations. But if you talk about NoSQL, if you talk about NoSQL, so here everything it will be in a everything it will be everything it will be in document format. So I'll show you what is document. Okay, document is nothing but it's like it is in a JSON format. It's like key and values. That's it. Suppose ID. So you want to store some ID. Okay, you want to store an ID. So what you need to do? Just you can store it ID colon okay 101. Name is Mule. Suppose, and phone number. Okay, something. Okay, there is some phone number. So here, what is the advantage here? Suppose you have added as of now 5 attributes. Later on, you want to add few more attributes. I mean, so I want to add totally 10 attributes. So here, no need to expand anything. Okay, no need to expand your document. So this is called auto scaling. Okay, so automatically, it will expand the document as per the requirement and it will get stored. Okay, no need of any alterations. Okay, that is the main advantage here. So you can store semi-structured data. You can store semi-structured data. See, this is the major difference, SQL and NoSQL. Okay, anyway, at the end of this video, you'll get to know one clear idea about the NoSQL also. Okay, let me clear this. Okay, just 2 seconds. Okay, then let it be. Now, here, it will support document format. So here we are storing semi-structured data. So what is semi-structured? So that is what I have explained you, right? Suppose ID. Structured data in the sense, it will be tables. It's like columns and rows, okay? So here, semi-structured means ID, name. You want to keep something. Class, Mule, okay? Everything it will be separated with comma here, okay? You need double quotes. So even it's in a double quotes or single quotes. So if it is a number, then normally it will store as a number only. So this is called city. Okay, you want to keep city, Bangalore. See how many attributes it is available now. We do have 4 attributes. So later on, there was a requirement. I want to add 2 more attributes. So it will support. So no need to change anything. So you can directly add. That's it. So that is up to you. Okay. Some number. What is the zip code? Something like this. Okay. So this is called semi-structured data. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, there are few more points. If you want to read out fully, then you can go through this documentation. Okay, this documentation. I'll give you this link in a description too. Next, how to create database and how you are going to work with and what are the things it will support. Okay, that we will see now. So what are the things it will support in a MuleSoft? Okay, if you want to see, go to search in Exchange, type Azure Cosmos. Okay, Azure Cosmos. See here, Azure Cosmos DB connector. Just add this connector. Click on finish. These are the things it will support here. These are the things it will support here. So mainly we are going to work with, okay, create document in real time also. I'll show you how to create a document. Okay, create document, get document, replace document, okay, delete document. It's like CRUD operations. Create, read, update, and delete. Create document, read in the sense get document, U means update. So here it's a replace, D means delete. Okay, it will be like this. Okay. So we do have permissions also, but depends on requirement, you can use it. But today I'm going to show you how to create document. Okay. How to create document and how to get the document. So rest you can practice. Okay. Replace and delete document. So we do have stored procedure concept also. Okay, that is depends on requirement. We are going to use it. Okay, fine. So what are things it will support? These are the connectors. These are the major connectors it will support. Okay. Before going to MuleSoft, okay, before going to MuleSoft, first we need to have, okay, what are the prerequisites? We need to have Azure account. You know already how to create Azure account, okay? Hope you have already created an account. In this series, I have already explained, okay, how to create Azure free trial account, okay? Suppose if you are watching this video for the first time, go through this playlist, okay, MuleSoft, Azure integration series. So here, the very first link, okay, how to create Azure free trial account, Azure container storage, okay. This is related to storage accounts. Now we are going to talk about Azure Cosmos DB. So in order to create Azure Cosmos DB, so first you need to log in into portal.azure.com. So here you can go to menu. You can go to menu. So here you can see Azure Cosmos DB, or else what you can do, you can type Azure Cosmos. Okay, Azure Cosmos DB. Just click on this one. Just click on this one. Okay. So here you need to create container. Okay, what I will do, let me delete this one. So what are the things it will support? It will show you here. So if you want, you can delete. Okay, this is my previous one. Let me delete this. I'll give some different options. Okay, no worries. For testing, okay. ViTech sample DB. It is deleting. Okay. Okay, it is taking some time to delete this account. Okay, let it be. Okay, that's not a problem at all. So what you can do is, okay, just go to search and type Cosmos. See, here you can observe. See what are things it will support. Cosmos DB, it's a NoSQL. So one more thing for see MongoDB, Postgres. Okay, there are many things. There are many things. If you go to see all, okay, you can able to see all the options. But here you need to select Azure Cosmos DB. Okay, this is very important. So what we can do is, okay, click on this Azure Cosmos DB. So here we do have an option called create. Okay, create. See, if you click on this create also, you can able to see all those options. Okay, it will support for NoSQL, PostgreSQL, MongoDB, Apache, DB for tables, Apache Cassandra. But here we are going to talk about Azure Cosmos DB for NoSQL. Okay, so click on this create. Click on this create. So if you have already created the resource group, then you can select from here, or else what you can do, you can create new. Okay, I'm going to select ViTech Mule Bank project. Okay, I have created many resource groups here. Okay, I'm going to choose one. So it's a free trial. So the account name, so ViTech, I want to store bank information. Okay, bank info Cosmos dev. Okay, something like this I'm going to create. ViTech bank info Cosmos dev. Okay, for dev region, I'm going to create one database. Suppose if it is a QA, you can create for QA. If it is prod, you can create it for production. And the location, okay, location. So the nearest data center location, I'm going to select as a speak. Okay, Central India, I'm going to keep it. Okay, Central India. Now click on next. Click on next. No need to change anything here. Okay, click on next. Next. Or else what you can do, you can click on directly review and create also. See, this is our resource group, ViTech Mule Bank project. So what is the account name? ViTech Bank Info Cosmos DB. Click on create. See here you can see deployment is in progress. Okay. So automatically in the back end, it is going to create. It is going to create an account for us. So we have submitted a request. Okay. It is going to create the resource. I'll keep it here. What is the resource? Okay, now go to home, click on this Microsoft Azure. Again, go to Azure Cosmos DB. So here you can see your resource name or database name, whatever it is. Okay, you can call it as, we can call it as, okay, dev. Okay, just click on this dev. So here still it is working. Okay, so this is the free trial account, right? Okay, might be it will take some time. Okay, it is creating. It is creating. So meanwhile, you can click on this one, and here you can see all those options: activity log, IAM. Okay, so mainly here we are going to work with data explorer. Okay, we are going to work with data explorer. So this is an option we are going to work, and also we do have browse option. So inside this we are going to work with data explorer and browse. So let's create this one. Okay, still it is deploying. Deployment is in progress. So once it get created, so this option will be enabled. Okay, data explorer will be enabled. First, I'll create the container and we will normally store the data. Then we will do the Mule integration. Okay, that's very simple. But before that, you have to create one account. Okay, Azure Cosmos DB account. Then you need to create the container. So here we are going to call it as containers, not tables. Okay. In SQL, structured query language, normally we will call it as table. Okay, table. But here, no SQL, what we will call it as, we'll call it as container. So inside this table, we'll call it as records. So here we are going to call it as document. So what we are going to call it as document. Okay, let's see. So how we can create container and how we are going to create document and all. Okay. Okay, now the deployment is success. Now we can able to see all those options. Go to home, click on Azure Cosmos DB, go to your account. Okay. So this is our account. ViTech Bank Info Cosmos step. So here, click on this Data Explorer. Let's close this notifications. You can close this video also. See here, as of now, there is no data it is available. Okay, you need to create the container. Click on this new container. Click on this plus button. Not this one. Data Explorer. Close this also. Okay, click on this new container. So if you want to use existing one, okay, so we don't have any container name here. Okay, we have so far we have created only account. So here inside this account, we need to create one database. Which database? Okay, so the database also we need to create. So if you have already existing one, then you can use it, or else what you can do, you can create new. So the database, I'm going to keep it as ViTech, suppose HDFC Bank. The records I want to insert here, or else what I will do, ViTech Mule project DB. Okay, Mule project DB dev. See, this is up to you how you want to design your database. Okay, now you need to provide the container name. Container name, I'm going to keep it as ViTech HDFC customer information. So what is the ID, customer ID or account number? Slash account number I will keep. Account number. Account number is the partition key. Click on OK. See, as many you want, you can create the databases. Okay, let's see how it is going to create. Here you can see the database. The database is created. Inside this database, one container it is created. Suppose I want to create one more container. Okay, click on this new container here. See, if you want different database, okay, so this is for dev we have created. If you want for QA, then you can create. But if you want to use existing one, okay, I want to use existing one. ViTech Mule project dev DB. So the container name I want to keep it for ViTech HDFC we have created it. For SBI customers, I want to create one database here. The container name, the partition key. Partition key is nothing but it's like here, there is a primary key. Click on OK. See, as many containers you want, you can create it. That is up to you. Okay. That is depends on requirement also. It is still creating. Okay, now it is created. See here, how many containers it is available now? 2 containers. One is SBI customer and HDFC customer. Okay, just observe. I want to store some data. Okay, so how the data format looks like? Let's simply copy paste this. It's called semi-structured data. Click on new item. Okay, manually, if you want to add the values here, manually, if you want to add the values, ID is 101. Okay, ID it will be available. See what is the partition key. So this is very important. So you need to store partition key, account number, some number here, name, class, city, comma, phone number, zip code. Just observe here. Just observe this one. Let me maximize bit. Okay. So what we need to do, if we want to create new item here, okay. So this is called document. Just to save it. Just do save. See account number, why it is not storing properly. So the value, the key we didn't give properly. So that is the reason. Okay. It's already there. Let me delete this record and let me create one more time. Just click on this one and click on delete. So if you want to delete the item, okay. I want to add the item. Click on this new item here. See, this is like manual process I'm telling as of now for your understanding purpose. Just do save it. See here, there is one document. One document it is created successfully. So like this, you want to store another information. So what you need to do, you need to click new item here. Always ID 102 15678. Okay, something will be like this. Then finally you can save it. But here in the second document, I need to keep only 3 attributes. Okay, 3 or 4 attributes. Yeah, you can do that. Suppose you want to add some more. So instead of class and zip code, right? Okay, city, zip code, okay, email, abc@gmail.com. You want to add account balance. Yes, you can do that. But if it is a SQL, if it is an SQL database, structured query language, then this is not possible because we need to alter the data. Okay, see that is different and this one is different totally. So there it will be always, columns and rows. So here everything it will be in a document. Everything it will be in a document. But the query will work for the same. See, I want to fetch. So overall having the city as in a Bangalore. C where C dot city equal to Bangalore. Suppose it will fetch all the data. Suppose I want to edit this record. So here you can do this. Just edit and update here. Now again, you want to filter something. See, now you can see only one record. The same query, I want to write it in a SQL query here. Okay, what you can do here, there is a new SQL query option. See, there are many things that will be available. Just you need to practice. See, there is one record it is showing. If I go with HYD, it will display another record. See here, HYD record it is coming. Okay, create one container. Okay, create one container and do practice for this. Okay, do practice for this. Okay, now we have successfully created DB account, DB account, database. Inside this database, we have created containers. Okay, now I want to store the data into SBI customer container. Okay, SBI customer container with the same data. So how we are going to store? Okay, that we will see now. You can create one sample project, then add the listener here. So one for insert the record, one for get the records I will add. Okay, Cosmos insert. What is the port number? 8081. Okay, fine. I'll create another flow later. Okay, first we'll try to see how to post the document. Favorites. Just I will add the logger here. Before post the document or before insert. Go to Azure Cosmos DB, create document. Okay, drag this one. So it's very simple. Click on this plus button. So here you can go with DB key token configuration. Okay, key token configuration. It will ask you for the account URL, key token, and version. See, if you want to keep the values in the properties file, you can keep it in a properties file and you can use the same. But here, I'm going to keep all the values here itself directly. Okay, how to get these values? Okay, that's very simple. So what you can do is go to Azure Cosmos database. So which database you want to connect? Okay, bank info. Click this one. Okay. So here, if you observe here, what is the URI? So this URI you need to copy. This URI. Copy this URI. So this is very important. So here you can see URI. Now, key token. So here, if you go to keys, if you go to keys, see here also it will be available that URI. Okay, if you want, you can take it from here. So here you can see primary key and secondary key. Okay, click on this one. Okay, now don't do copy like this. Okay, just we do have an option called copy to clipboard. So this is the key. First one is the URI, second one is the key. I'll write it like this. URI and key. See how to find this URI and key? Directly can go to keys. Here you can able to identify that. So the key token you have to provide here. Now, which version you need to keep here? Okay, that is very, very important. So this one, it won't be available in the Azure portal. So what you need to do, you can go to Azure Cosmos DB documentation. Okay, I'll give you this link. Okay, I'll give you this link in the description. You can find it from there. So what is the version? What is the latest version? It is available. Okay, the version 218, 2018, 1231. Okay, so this version you need to copy paste here. Before that, you can do test connection, whether you are able to connect with the DB or not. See, test connection is successful, so that we can able to insert our records. So it's very simple. What you need to do, you need to copy this account URL, key token, and version. So let me write this one also. Okay. Now click on OK. Go to create document. Just observe here. So what is DB ID and partition key, body? Okay. So these values, how to fetch it? So that's very simple. So what you need to do? Go to browse. Go to browse. Go to browse. So here, right? Here you can able to see. Here you can able to see what is the collection ID and database. Okay. So which database you want to connect? Okay, the database name is same for everything. Okay, just copy paste this. See, if you want to keep all those properties, better you can create the application dot properties or properties dot YML file. You can keep it over there and you can use it for the same. Okay. For better understanding purpose, I'm going to copy all the values here directly. Okay, now what is the collection ID? So which database you want to connect? Either you want to, okay, this is the database. Which collection you want to connect? Either SBI or HDFC. Okay, it's container also. Okay, you can call it as. I want to connect with SBI container. Now, payload. So this payload will come from Postman. This payload will come from Postman. Okay, fine. I want to show you one thing here. Okay, how this is going to work. How this is going to work. See, what is the source here? Source is client. So it's like Postman or Thunder client. So this is the source. So what is the target? Azure Cosmos. In middle, we do have MuleSoft. It is going to query the data and it will get the response. If you want to insert the data, and you can go and insert. Okay. So this is an sequential diagram. Okay. Based on the sequence, it is going to insert. Okay. Anyway, we will see practically this. Now, partition key is very, very important. So what is the partition key? So how we are going to pass the partition key? Either you will pass directly the value from I'll take one example here. See this account number, right? You will directly pass it via body, or you will pass it via query parameters. Okay, that's very important. Okay, you will pass it via body itself. Then what you need to do? You need to configure that. Click on this expression mode. Okay, click on this expression mode. Payload dot. What is the partition key for both containers? So it will be an account number only. It will be an account number. Okay, that's it. Now the configuration is done. Go to favorites and add the transform message. Just simply add the payload here. So what is the response we'll get after inserting a document? Okay, payload. So now what I will do is I'll run in a debug mode. Just run in a debug mode. Meanwhile, let me prepare the input for this. So what you can do, you can go to under client or Postman. So create new request. Okay. Or else create new request here. The request is Azure Cosmos. Okay, Azure Cosmos. First one, you want to insert, right? Okay. In order to insert, localhost 8081. This is the path we have given. Insert. Insert. In this body, we need to pass. We need to pass the values. Okay. I'll just copy. I'll just copy the values from here. The ID, account number, and zip code. See, as many you want, you can pass it. Okay. So the account number I will give it as 123456. So the ID also it will start from like this. Okay. So the name, create a class something. Okay. City, phone number, zip code. Okay. This is the value I want to insert now. So it is deployed successfully now. So what you can do is just trigger this one. Okay. It came here. So if you want to see the payload, you can see. Just observe here. So everything it is coming. Now create document. Okay, request return status code as 400. Okay. So it's a bad request we are sending. It's a bad request. Okay, what is the issue here? Okay, I understand. What is the issue? Okay. So while inserting the values, okay, from Cosmos, okay, from MuleSoft to Cosmos, the partition key, the partition key, it will be, it will be in a, it will be in a array format. It's like in a list. Okay, the account number, whatever you are going to keep it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You have to write it like this. But if you write this one, what will happen? You will get the normal value 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So it won't support the partition key value as normal string. It will support the partition key value in a list. So if you want to see, okay, Azure Cosmos DB documentation MuleSoft. Okay, click on this one. Click on this documentation. Okay. So in order to create, right, connector DB connector reference, I'll go here. Connection types, okay. So which one? Create document, correct? Create document. See, database ID we have given, collection ID we have given. Okay. So this one is default, it is false. Okay. This one we didn't touch anything. See the partition key. This is very important. Just observe here. Partition key value for the document to create must be specified only if the collection is created with the partition key defined for an example. Okay. So you have to keep the value as like this. Okay. I have to like this. Then how to do this? That's very simple. Anyway, we are in a debug mode. Just evaluate this one. See, if we evaluate this one, what is happening? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It is coming, right? So here, if you want to do this, size is 0. Okay. Payload dot number. So it's coming like this, but we need it in a double quotes. Okay, how to do this? So either you can go to dataweave playground and you can write like this. Okay, write payload dot number, comma, application slash JSON. Let's see. Yes, this is coming outside of this one. So either we need it in a double quotes inside or what? So you want to try the same value here. You can do it in a data playground also, but we need this one inside, right? Okay, how it is going to work? Yes, you want to keep this value. Okay, so now this is an expected thing. Okay, so what you need to do, just copy this one and change this. Instead of payload dot account number, you can do like this. So or else what you need to do, you have to write it like this. You have to normally you have to append the values. So that will also work. If we go to evaluate, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, it is coming, right? See here, slash, okay, plus plus payload dot number, again plus plus slash ending one. Okay, okay, something will be like this. Okay, so short slash, which slash it is. This is not working. The same thing, it is working fine. Okay, you need to do right. Okay, this one is working fine. See, this one is working fine. Okay, this one is working fine. So you can follow this one. There is another way of doing this. Okay, you can do like that also. Just adding the uh, brackets in a manual way. Okay, instead of doing right and this operation, you can do like that also. Okay, let it be. Now what I will do, we have changed, right? Again, let me stop it. Let me stop this and run it in a debug mode. So if you do it for one flow, then that is common for all the flows for the partition key. So let me take that code. So this is a version. For the partition key, we have to write this code. So because it will support only the value in a list format or array format. Okay. Let's get deploy. So it is deployed successfully now. Clear the logs. Okay, clear the logs. Go to Thunder client. Click on send. Okay, it is not yet deployed. I think that one is the previous one. Okay, let me stop this. Stop it. Clear everything and debug. Run it in a debug mode. So, okay, meanwhile, you can go through. We can go to SBI container. So is there any values it is available here? No. So it's not available. So nothing is there in this container. Correct. Nothing is there. So how quickly we can store the data, we'll see now. Where is the container flow? Okay. So it's deployed successfully now. Okay, it's deployed successfully. You can go to the Thunder client and send the request. Okay. Just observe. What is the input payload? Okay, this is our input payload. Okay, fine. Now click on next. See what is the payload it is giving. So after successful insertion, you can able to see the timestamp also. Okay, this is our timestamp when the record got inserted. When the record got inserted. So that's it, I think. Now we are able to see the response. See, so this record successfully it's get inserted. Now if you want, you can go to Cosmos. What is the contact? Click on this item to refresh. So just I want to do device. See here, we are able to see the record. So this value, we need to maximize this. Okay, little bit, let me. Okay, this is not moving ahead. Okay, anyway, so we can able to see the record here. Now I want to insert few more records, suppose. So now I want to insert 105. The account number will be 6534 something. So the name will be same or different. Okay, I'm going to keep it as Ravi. So it is in a debug mode. It will stop here. Now I want to bypass. Okay, F8. Press F8 and do refresh. See, there is one more record. It got inserted. Now I want to do insert one more record here. 34 333 446. Of Ravi. I'm going to keep it as Hanu. Okay. So it is in a debug mode. I'm going to bypass. So now successfully the document. So this is called document, guys. Okay, this is called document. So how many documents it is available on, or how many records? Okay, there are 3 records it is available. Now I want to fetch the same data. I want to fetch. Okay, I want to fetch the data. How to do this? So that's very simple. So what you can do? So now I'll stop the debug mode. Let me quickly write that flow. Okay, listener, Cosmos. I'll keep it as get or fetch. Okay, whatever it is. Now go to favorite and add the logger. Fetch data from DB. Get document. So in this document also it will be same. Okay, if you observe this one, suppose if you are using only one functionality, it's like get document. So you need to provide URL, key token, and version name. Okay, this is taking from the previous flow. Now, what is the DB ID and collection ID and document ID? Okay, these are the very important things. So how to get those things? Okay, you can go to browse. You can go to browse. So this is the database ID. So this is the database ID. Do Control C and Control V. So it's not copying. What happened? Okay, let me take collection ID here. Okay, collection ID is copying. Or else let me type quickly. Okay, see this document ID, we should not hard code. Okay, this document ID, you need to pass it via front end. Okay, it's like Postman or Thundercat. So I'm going to pass it via attributes. From attributes, I will pass attributes dot query forms dot ID. Okay, ID I'm going to pass it via query parameters. The same thing, partition key. Okay, I want to provide partition key. Suppose if you are only passing ID, then that is fine. But if you want to pass partition key and ID, then you can select this one also. So that's very important thing. So which already we have written, right? Just do copy this one. Copy this. Do paste it here. Instead of payload dot account number, what you need to do is attributes dot query parameters. That's it. That's very simple. So because it will support only list format. Now you will get the data. So after getting this value, you need to throw, right? Or you need to display, correct? Then use transform message here. JSON print payload. Okay. Just run it in a normal mode. Meanwhile, let me create the endpoint for this. Azure Cosmos get. So you have to practice. Okay. By practicing, you will get to know everything. Get query forms. So what is the ID and what is the account number. Account number is the value, right? So value here. Go to Data Explorer. Go to SBI container. So here I want to fetch based on this ID. See, normally this data will come from front-end screens or some other system, okay? But as per the as part of integration, so I'm going to explain, okay, how to pass the data and how to retrieve the data here, okay? Request return status code as 404. ID. Okay, this record is not found. But this record is available, right? Okay. Query forms, attributes.query forms. Okay, we are pausing this. Okay, let me see what is the issue. So I got it. What is the issue here? Like why it is not returning any values? So 404 means, okay, what is the issue? It's like there is no matching input criteria. But what is the value we are giving? So ID, okay, 100005 and the same account number we are passing, but we are not getting the value. Okay. So because of we are passing the value as string. Okay, we are passing the value as string. Okay, always it will consider as this number as string as a partition key. So what we can do is I'll insert. Okay, let me delete these records. So while inserting itself, okay, all the records it will be a number. So we do have already endpoints, right? Okay. So what I will do is just observe here. So while inserting, okay, the account number, I'm going to store it in a string format. See, now one record is inserted. 3, 5, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 5. Ravi, I'm going to do. Okay, there is one more record got inserted. 10045 12345. Keep it as Ramya here. Just observe here. Okay, now I want to insert one more row. 47 123 45 67. Then Bangalore. So how many records we have inserted? 4 records. Just do refresh. Now we can see we are able to successfully insert all the records. Now, in order to fetch, I want to fetch this record. Okay, 10047. Go to the endpoint. 10047. See here, we are getting the record. Okay, now I want to fetch this record with the name of Anu. 10034. Okay, 100 10034. So click on send. See, we are able to test the entire document. Suppose while inserting, right, I already told you. Okay. If you want to insert few more rows, okay, that will be possible because it is an NoSQL database. So not required any container changes. It's not required at all. Okay. 10050 1234567. Okay, I'm going to insert. Okay. Now I want to fetch the same data 10050 1234567. See the email ID also it is displaying. Even if you go to database, you can able to see this all the values. Okay. Yeah, that's it for this video. Here, if you want to practice, okay, you can work with replace document and delete document. Okay. So that's very simple. Just you need to drag these connectors and you need to pass the values. That's it. So replace is something like update. Delete, it will work like a deleting the document by how we are passing the values. For get document, the same way you need to pass the values. Okay, you need to provide DB ID, collection ID, document ID, and the partition key. That's it. That's it for today. We'll see you in another session. Thanks for watching this. Happy learning.